Hi y'all, it's Jeannie from Bushnell Unscripted, and I have a completion. Miss Havisham is complete. This gorgeous canvas, oh my gosh, from top to bottom, has just been an absolute delight to complete. If you've been following along, Crafting with V and I worked on the same canvas together. She finished a couple of days ago. I was just a little bit behind her. We both had a great time working on it. And they have this back in stock at Diamond Art Club if you're interested in scooping it up. I'll provide a link in the description. And this is a 35 inch by 27.6 inch or 89 centimeters by 70 centimeters. And it is Miss Havisham. And this is based on the book Great Expectations by Charles Dickens. And here, actually, this is Miss Havisham. And if you know anything about the story, Miss Havisham is the lady that was basically jilted with her wedding. So this is why we see a wedding cake that has the cobwebs on it. The poor woman has stayed in her wedding gown, and you can see the other cobwebs here. And this is actually the main focus point of this piece of art is Estella, and this is a young woman who lives with Miss Havisham, but she has a whole nother backstory. And over here we have some fun elements with the rats and a skeleton playing music and a supernatural raven over here. This green is really, really pretty. And what I love about this section of the canvas is here we can see the skeleton playing music, and the rats must be very tired of him playing because they are taking off the music notes from the music. So as you can see, that little rat is handing down a basket of notes. This one's helping to grab. And then these two have little baskets on their back, and they are taking the notes away because they're just tired of that, I'm sure, same song that skeleton plays. But as you can see, everything is quite detailed. You can see the individual ribs of the skeleton. And, I started over here in this corner with the flooring, and I love the flooring on this canvas. Look how shiny that is. It looks like real flooring. It looks aged and weathered, and you can see the great parts of the floor there. I love it. And we've got a little spider here, another little spider web, and the green supernatural glow is on the skeleton head here, a little bit on his pelvic bone. We've got some picked up on her dress, her hair. We've got some over here in Miss Havisham. So it's just gorgeous. And we've got this great candelabra. There's some ABs in here. And let's also talk about this background with these portraits. So as you're working on this piece, there is never a dull moment. You've got these portraits that come alive that you're working on. This could have just been a black background, but no, Simona Candini, the artist, she made sure that there is something to look at, and it is so layered and beautiful. I just absolutely adore this canvas. It's not one that is talked about a lot or that you may have seen. I would never even have come across this if it hadn't been for Crafting with V. She did an opening of this, and when I came across it, I was like, oh my gosh, that is from Great Expectations. And it was so funny because in her video, she said, to her it looked like a scene from a book or a movie, and that was when I first reached out to her and was like, oh my gosh, that's Great Expectations. And because of her unboxing, I was sold. I was like, okay. We have a great owl over here. I mean, just look at that. Look at the detail in that owl. And once again, the flooring. Oh, you can see the wood grain. Come on, y'all. That's just pretty. And the table here has so much detail. Some more spider webs. We've got some ABs here throughout her veil, her eyes, her dress. See if you can see them. Unfortunately, the video just doesn't do justice. It is an absolute gorgeous piece. We've got Estella's dress that just seemed to go on and on and on. It felt like a canvas within itself. It just, look at the folds and the flowing of that dress. It is just gorgeous. Her bodice is these little details. It's just gorgeous. I really wasn't aware of Simona Candini before this, and now I'm a huge fan. I've picked up a few more canvases of hers, so you'll be seeing some of those soon in unboxings. Just love it. I absolutely adore this piece. I have to say my favorite would be the rats. That is just so it's so creative how she has them taking that music away. I love the green around the crow, but I love the rats. I love that there's not a wasted moment on this canvas. There just isn't at all. And there's plenty of confetti. There's plenty of color blocking. I don't know. I think it is one of the best renderings, one of the best to work on. There's something for everybody. There's plenty of color if you like color. But again, I loved doing the floor. I don't know what it is. I mean, yes, my favorite palette is autumn, but I wouldn't have expected to have enjoyed that as much as I did. But I sure did. There's a little bit more of that supernatural glow down there on that rat. But I loved it. The canvas had really good stick. It is a square, and it's like 97,778 drills placed on here. So it's quite a bit. This is my largest canvas to date that I have completed, and I'm just so smitten with it. I absolutely love it, and the fact that it has everything to do with literature is just, it's completely me. So I love this piece so much. I loved working with Crafting with V. Thank you so much, V. I had a great time. Y'all go check her out. But yeah, it's just been enjoyable. Any difficulties? The only difficulties I had were there was good stick. There was no problems. There wasn't even an area that some of the black drills, one bag of the black drills was just kind of chaos. It never wanted to line up. I'll say that. They never wanted to line up in the tray. But other than that, there really wasn't any difficulties. I haven't rolled this yet. I will roll it. But so far, I didn't have anything to complain about. Everything turned out really beautifully. A little bit of trash, not a ton. I can actually show you. I've actually collected it this time. Hold on. Okay, so here we go. That is the kind of trash that I had, but not overwhelming. There were some fairly concave drills, but nothing to worry about. There were 2 colors that I was afraid of running out of, but it was fine. All worked out in the end. Had all drills necessary. So yeah, it was a dream. It I adore this canvas. So if you like it, I encourage you to pick it up. It's a great one, and as you can see, an absolute stunner. She's so pretty. I can't stop looking at her, and she will go up on my wall. Oh wow. And the owl here was a nice it was a nice break from the dress. Like, even visually, it breaks that up really beautifully. And even though there's similar colors with the flooring, it is its own beautiful entity. I really love how it pops. So yeah, I couldn't ask for more. I'm sorry, my finger got in there. But yeah, I think it's gorgeous. Let me know what y'all think. If you've done it, let me know. If it's on your to-do list, let me know. I'm so happy with it. I'm absolutely tickled. I think it's so pretty. And it didn't take long. I mean, I gave myself 2 months to do that. But in reality, the amount of days that it actually took was nowhere near that. I really was keeping track of the days initially. But I had to have a number of days that I didn't touch this. I mean, there was a week at a time that I didn't even go near it. So I did lose quite a bit of time, but I could have easily have finished it within the month if I'd been able to work on it consecutively every day. So it's a large one, but it's not overwhelming, I don't think. It's beyond beginner level, but it's very doable. And the fact that you get to unveil all of these little areas, no matter what you're working on, makes it such a pleasure. So I thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you found this video helpful. If you did, please consider giving me a thumbs up or follow. I appreciate that. Thank you all for supporting me through this, and it means the world to me. I hope that you're well. And as always, I hope you keep love and kindness on repeat. And until I see you, bye-bye.